I would like to welcome each and every one of you for today's Ayurveda talk. So today we are going to discuss how we can be healthy during winter. So before that, before going to the health aspect, we need to know what atmospheric changes occurs during winter and what physiological change happens due to these atmospheric changes. So what hormone changes it occurs. If you know these things, then we can prevent from so many health conditions. Ayurveda always tell that is swasthasya sosta rakshanam adurasya vikara prashanam. Prevention is better than cure. So in northern hemisphere of Earth, usually winter comes from mid October to mid February. That is the duration of winter. So why we get this specific seasons in specific time? Climate changes occurs. Climate changes is occurring, but winter starts in mid October or October last till February mid or February last. This is all years the same time it is occurs, right? Yeah. Sun. During this season, I need to tell this all knowledge to you. So then you will be more connected. So then you will understand what happens during each climate change. Based on that, what impact can be happen. So for that, a brief explanation will give. Okay. So usually temperature goes low during winter. So why the temperature is going down? Because sun is away from Earth or from northern hemisphere at least. 70% of population resides in northern hemisphere. So most of the population will get during this season winter. So when the temperature goes down, what happens to air density? The cold air is denser than warm air. So molecules will be packed, more packed. So the atmospheric pressure will increases. When atmospheric pressure increases, then there will be chances of more dryness or dehydration. So the wind or the winter air tends to be more dry compared to other seasons. Mostly the humidity will be less during winter. So atmospheric it will be dry. What does it means? So it is easy to get dryness or skin dryness more during this season. And there is a atmospheric circulations. So mostly northern hemisphere will be winter at this time. So cool temperature. So the northern pole side it will be more cool. So there can be a brisk from north pole to south. So again, the wind also will be there. So more dryness chances are there during this season.
Actually, we thought that in summer the more dryness.
No, winter it occurs. If you see psoriasis or skin diseases, it will be in peak during winter season because of this dryness. So we always miss to hydrate yourself during winter. Summer, yes, you get taste. Winter, you don't get. So that's why I want to make that point clear. So now you got the answer. Why I am explaining it. So daylight hours will be less. So what happens? There can be vitamin D deficiency. Exposure to sun will be less. So due to these atmospheric changes, what are the physiological or hormone changes occur during winter? That I am going to explain now. Vitamin D levels can go down. You know, vitamin D is very important for our bone strength. So vitamin D which absorbs calcium from blood to bone. So vitamin D deficiency can occur. We need to monitor. If you are staying in the place where there is no much sunlight, then you are supposed to take vitamin supplements, vitamin D supplements. We need to monitor whoever mostly stays in a cold area or more winter you get the vitamin D level and inadequate, you need to get the supplements. And another thing, the melatonin production. You know this hormone, melatonin hormone, sleep hormone. So as it is a prolonged, longer night, the production of melatonin will be there, it will be more distributed. So the sleep will not be a sound sleep, but you feel more lethargy or low. Understand? So why we sleep in dark or night? Naturally, we select that time for sleep. When there is darkness, the melatonin production will be more. So all day will be have in work, and where you want to take rest, that will be night. So the melatonin production will be in peak. So that time you will get a good sleep. When there is more melatonin, the repairment of body occurs more easier. So if you see, kids sleep more than adult or young people. Why? Kids require more sleep because no, not only melatonin there. It is like for body growth or growth hormones works more during sleep. Okay, sleep is very important. To make that clear, the point clear, I told. So, sleep, the kids sleep more to grow. The same way, when adults sleep, it will be a repairment or rejuvenation occurs when you sleep. But in winter, you will not get a sound sleep because it will be a prolonged time melatonin production. So the production quantity will be same, the time duration will be more. So you will not get that sound sleep or deep sleep. And you feel more fatigue. Another thing, you can see seasonal depressions or seasonal affective disorders. So why? Because socialization will be less when it is winter. So easily you will fall to stress level or anxious or depression. And when there is lack of sleep, it will affect on the serotonin hormone too. So the serotonin hormone production also will be less during winter. So there is chance of getting more stress or depressed. Another thing, this is how our metabolism will be. You can see that food, inside there is fire, outside it is cold. The same way when the cold season starts, our Agni or fire will be in peak. The merits of that metabolism and digestion will be good during this season. So you need to have more proteins, but more proteins. And but if you don't have food on time, you'll start to get ulcer formation, acidity, reflections. So make sure that you are taking food on time during winter. And immunity system, due to the climate changes and cold, it's easy to get cold, flu, and tend to increase in temperatures. So body required to produce more defensive system or activate immune system. So by doing that, it can be get tired, like the immune system can get weak. So it is easy to get infections, cold and flu during this. And circadian rhythm. So, so you know the circadian which we continuously follow, it will be become a part of our lifestyle. It's not required to be sleep. Our activity or our food, everything can be counted in circadian rhythm. So especially our main thing is sleep, because most important is in our life is three. Those three are we call three pillars of life. That are ahara, food, sleep, and celibacy or brahmacharya. So here mostly the sleep pattern will disturb. So energy level will go. So the metabolism and digestion also can affect on that. And thyroid function, because body require more heat to defend that cold. So thyroid function will be more. So over having any infections or thyroid inflammations, it can get more. So during this season, make sure that whoever having thyroid issues, they should not take broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, such food items. Whoever having thyroid issues, otherwise which is broccoli, which is good during winter season. So vitamin and minerals deficiency. Mostly it is very difficult some areas to get the fruits, seasonal fruits during winter and food, proper food. Food in the sense you will get like a preserved food, but not fresh. So sometimes there can be like limitations to get minerals and vitamins in preserved food. So especially vitamin C, which is more required during this season, because it will affect on the skin. So as I told, during winter or cold season, there is easy to get any infections or inflammations or dryness on the skin. So adequate intake of vitamin C is required, and vitamin C will not synthesis in our body. It solely gets through the food what you have. And blood pressure changes. Vasoconstrictions can be happen because of the cold. So you must be knowing the rhinosis disease, perniosis. So the redness on the extremities. Whoever staying in cold region like where it is minus degree and you can see these conditions. So that's because of the vasoconstrictions happens on the fingers. So the same thing can be happen when the temperature goes down. So whoever having hypertension, they should take care. They should avoid such situation. They can cover themselves with gloves. And increase in respiratory issues. These mostly seasonal like diseases commonly occur on the spring season. Varsha Ritu we call. But though in cold season also there is chance of getting more bronchitis, such conditions, or asthma, allergic asthma. Otherwise, mostly the allergies happens when the pollen or when flowering happens. But in winter also there is chances. So this we can avoid when you cover yourself and start taking precautions in selection of food, very important, and drinks. It should not be cold in potency or cold. Should be warm, and taking shower, very important. Body bath you can take initially. Finally, you should take head bath. That also not for long duration. And post shower, you should make sure that your hair is getting dry. So in winter, it's dry and easy to get irritation on skin, and changes in physical activities. Usually physical activities reduces, which will be impact on fitness level and metabolism and mood in the sense, which I explained, there will be like chances of seasonal depressions. So seasonal allergies, which we told, usually as we spend more time indoor, so there is chances of coming across with the allergens such as mold, dust, and even pets, air, or any such allergens exposure will be more as we spend more time inside the room or indoor. So we should make sure that our room or premises where we are staying should be clean, should not be wet. But there is easy to get mold also. And change in energy expenditures. So body record more energy during this season to fight against the cold. So the selection of food is very important in this season. If you have only carb, the metabolism will be good. So like we can maintain our body fat if you do proper diet here. Only if you give carb, it will not happen. If you reduce carb and if you have more proteins in these seasons, so you will not gain weight because of the metabolism. You can gain your muscle mass and more activities as per Ayurveda you need to do during winter season, because our energy level will be more, and body will be not get much tired when you do activities. So because usually it will be lack of activities, our walk or small activities which usually we do, that will be less during winter. So as exercise, if you increase the time or duration, so there you can spend that energy or like your time on exercise, it will help to build a good muscular body. So as the climate help to increase more metabolism level. And we need to see what lifestyle changes we should take care, or what lifestyle changes we need to do during winter season. Moisturize regularly. As it is dry season, scalp easy to get dandruff. Skin, whoever having dryness, you can see that if you scratch on the skin, you can get the white flakes. This will be more on feet or on the legs. This is indication of dryness. So it will be more during this season. So applying a sesame oil bath, full body, at least oil bath once in a week, which will be good. Sesame, usually it is preferred to take oil bath on Saturdays. So, and make sure skin is hydrated. And hydrated should be like internal hydration also. So you should take water. How much water you are supposed to take during any season?
2 liters.
That's depend upon your body weight. 25 kg weight can take 1 liter of water in a time. So if you are in like in between 50 to 60, they can take 2 to 2.5. If it is 70 plus, then they should take 3 liters in a day. So how we should, what form, or whether we can take as a juice form, or whether we can take as a cold drink. So during this season, it is always better to take which is warm, lukewarm water, and use humidifier in your room, because that will give more help to skin, because humidifier, when you humidifies, which is good for producing more sweat, which will take care of the skin. And limit hot shower or hot exposure also we should limit. During winter, what we do, we take more time hot water shower, which is not a good thing, because when you come out, again vasoconstriction will be there. When you take hot water, vasodilation happens. This confusing to body, which is not good for health, which is not good for the cardiac circulations or blood circulations. It can lead to hypertension too. So as I told, lukewarm water you can take for bath, not more than 15 minutes. You can finish it off within 15 minutes. And a filmy layer of oil you can leave as it is. And when you select the cloth also, or when you select the cleansers, or when you select the soap also, it should not be more rash, which should not make more dry. So we need to see the glycerin content, how much it is, and protect your skin from external elements. You can use coat, or you can use glove, which should not be irritant to skin. That is most important. Like a cotton, you can take. As I told, we should hydrate within by drinking sufficient amount of water, and avoid excess heat exposure. So skin friendly fabrication I told, and skincare, moisturization, and omega-3. It's very important for the joints. So as per Ayurveda, there can be, when the cold comes, there can be effect on the joints also. Whoever having rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis, during this season, the symptoms will be high. One thing, vitamin D deficiency can be more during this. Otherwise, any inflammations during this season, it will be in high, it will be in speed. So it is always better to give the omega-3 fatty acids, which can reduce even triglycerides in our blood, as well as which is good for the collagen effect on the joints. And avocado, the same. It is having antioxidant effect and vitamin E. And nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. Make sure almonds we peel or soaked and peeled almonds you use because its peel have the tannin. Tannin can stop absorption of iron. So you should soak and peel the skin and take. And citrus fruits you can include in your diet. Vitamin C rich with like orange or gooseberry or lemon. Citrus fruits you can include in your diet. And dark leafy vegetables like spinach, broccoli. So this have more vitamins and minerals and antioxidants, and it has vitamin A, C, E, as well as which is phytonutrients, which is good for the health. During that, the selection of food is very important. But here, one thing we need to make sure that whoever having uric acid, they are not supposed to take spinach. Okay, so as I told, broccoli and cabbage and cauliflower, which is good, not good for thyroid. In whoever having uric acid, the spinach is not good to have continuously. You can have. We need to see what range like uric acid. Based on that, we can plan like spinach how much they should have in their diet. And sweet potatoes. And sweet potatoes also beta carotene is more, so which is good for the vitamins, vitamin A synthesis also, which is good for the eyes. And the food to avoid, as we know, cold beverages, excessive salt, raw food. Why raw food?
It's not energy.
Yes, digest. And especially drinking or having heavy food before going to bed. Like 4 to 6 hours before going to bed, you are not supposed to take heavy food. And one thing will increase when I told to take more warm drinks, you'll start drinking more tea and coffee during winter. Is it okay?
That's not good.
Yeah, not good. So why means when you take the caffeine, it's the stimulant. Morning hours you will be okay, but it will become an addict. So you can get addicted to caffeine. And if you drink caffeine or coffee 4 hours or 3 hours before sleep, you will not get a proper sleep also. The sleep is where you will get a rejuvenation. So which is not good. And tea. Tea have tannin again. So when you can take tea, if you want to take. 1 hour before or after food, it is okay, especially for females, because iron loss will be more for females as they have cycles, menstrual cycles. So 1 hour before or after they can take. So these two things, when we know in winter we are not supposed to drink cold items, cold drinks and all. But instead of that, we'll go with tea and coffee. So which is not good. And sleep. I told to sleep. I didn't told how much you should sleep. So adults should sleep 7 to 9 hours. Okay. So you can see this chart. When age goes high, the requirement of sleep is less. Because when you sleep, the growth hormone works more. When age goes, only repairment or rejuvenation process need to happen. So the requirement of sleep is less. So during this, you need to do exercise without fail. Especially you will have options indoor activities when you where you are staying, whether there like falls or snow. Then it is very difficult to do outdoor activities. So indoor activities such as cardio or strength training, yoga, which is very good during winter. As I told, seasonal depression and seasonal psychological conditions can occur. So always it is an excellent choice of exercise is yoga. So you can do indoor. There is not required much space to do, and which is not only doing a physical activity, which is good for the mental relaxation too, as it is helping both ways. So that would be a best choice of exercise. And doing Abhyanga or oil massage, as I told, why you should take a Abhyanga during winter or oil massage, which strengthen the body tissues, improve blood circulation. So you can see when you rub or when on the skin, you can see the redness on over the skin. That nothing but the capillary circulation increases, the blood circulation which increases, moisturize the skin and promote the sound sleep. How we promote the sound sleep? We all know we can take milk in night. So many options are the golden milk with turmeric, or you can add some other spices also into that. So mainly milk in night, traditionally, knowingly or unknowingly, we are following it, or we know that milk in night it is good because tryptophan amino acid it has. So it will help for good sleep. So it will help to produce more melatonin. The same, when you get a prolonged touch or prolonged massage, lymphatic drainage will enhance us. Lymphatic drainage have a capacity to produce more tryptophan amino acids and produce softness and strength to the skin and decreases the effect of aging and make flexibility to joints and build stamina and emotional and physical detoxification occurs and improve immunity and good for vision. How this all happens? Do you think when we apply oil, it absorbs? Yes, but it absorbs also. The scratum corneum in the skin, it absorbs the active principle in your oil. If you do a medicated oil, the medicine will absorb actually active principle, not a big quantity.
How frequently we have to go for this?
That's what minimum weekly once. It is good to do yourself at least in, as per Ayurveda, we tell daily we should do, which is whether it is practical that we need to see. At least you need to take once in a week. So minimum you can take head, palm, and foot massage daily if it is possible, at least on the nerve endings. So by telling this, you could understand there is so many physiological and hormonal shifting is happening during each seasons. Then we get toxins by that, right? When there is shift, continuous shift in a year. So to detoxify, it is better to go with the Panchakarma treatment. That's why a healthy person, why he should take a Panchakarma. This is the answer for that. So these are the minimum information which I want to give you. So include more protein in your diet. Yes. So any questions?
How we can choose either we want a cold water or cold shower or hot water to bath?
So depend upon the season, which season you are, and especially when you take shower, it is not good to have cold water shower always. It is good to have lukewarm. And only on head and neck you can have room temperature shower. And otherwise, it is always Ayurveda tells it is better to have little lukewarm temperature water because which will promote the blood circulation also. It has a Dibana Pajana effect as per Ayurveda. Dibana Pajana means which enhance the digestion and which gives strength to our body. So when you take with warm water, lukewarm water, you will get that. Anything else?
We are going on with this oil treatments.
Yes.
How long we should hold that oil to our body?
A filmy layer, if you keep in your body, that is good. So, Abhyanga usually after 45 minutes you get the steam and shower. So minimum 1 hour if you keep, that is well and good. Post. But first initially we'll apply, then they do massage now. Always that 45 minutes it is doing the massage. No? So then steam altogether it will take 45. And post that also, shower also you should not take a deep shower or not for long time. So a filmy layer of oil let it be there. Because as I told, all active principle will not absorb. Only like a filmy layer is required on the skin. It's good. It's good. It's if you are not having any health conditions such as fever, cold, then definitely you can go. If you have cold and fever, you are not supposed to do any oil application and any inflammations, swelling. That part also it is not recommended to have oil bath.
And body types.
Mostly we consider among all oils, sesame is the best. So as we told sesame one, it has a heat producing capacity. So during winter, you can use this one. If you have any dryness or skin issues or some like dandruff, then we need to see that time antifungal like effect will be more on coconut oil. So there it will change. Otherwise, in a generally healthy person, it is good to have sesame.
In both seasons, in summer also.
You can go with not a problem. But if you have this condition, then coconut would be best. I hope you understand today's session. Thank you.
Thank you.